So between these three, we got a bit of a Goldilocks thing going on, except it's different because this time the middle one is not always the right answer. What is up, guys? It's Sam from the Axe Palace again, and today is a bit of a continuation from the last video. So here's the setup. Hear me out, hear me out. So I was bringing the JCM back to the Axe Palace, right? Carrying the amp in, I walk through the door. As I'm walking through the door, I'm going down the steps, I look to my right on the table that was left there from the Tosin clinic, and I notice, as if left by fate, I found two boxes left on that table. One contained the plumes, the other contained the dunes from Earthquaker Devices. I thought to myself,
hey, I still have that Palisades at home. Aren't all of these supposed to be Tube Screamer mods or variations? Wouldn't it be interesting to compare and contrast the three of them and ask ourselves the question, why do these all need to exist?
so I'm trying to think about the best way to compare them. I think the best way would be to set them all to classic 808 mode, listen to that, set them all to as clean as possible, listen to that, and then get them all sounding as brutal as possible into a clean channel and listen to that. For an amp today, we're going to be running into this PRS Archon that you can see up here behind me. I'm going to set all of the EQ knobs to noon. That should give us a very clean starting point so that we can hear all of the pedals in the most scientific manner possible. For a cabinet, we're going to be running into the Two Notes Torpedo Studio as usual, and it's going to be running the same homemade Engel 212 IRs that we use for every video. After we've listened through all that, we'll talk about what makes them similar, what makes them different, and I'll give my opinions on who I think each one is for. Anyway, let's get into it. All right, now let's check out what they sound like in clean boost mode. All right, now let's switch the Archon over to the clean channel and see if we can get a good modern metal sound using only the pedals. All right, welcome back. Let's talk about the similarities, and we'll start at the top of the funnel first. So obviously, these are all variations or modifications or interpretations of your good old Tube Screamer circuit. They have everything that comes with that, being they cut out some low end, and they all have volume, gain, and tone controls. Beyond that, we get into differences. So again, let's start with the most obvious things first. This one has a lot more stuff than these two, and this one has two extra... And this one has two more switches than this one. So between these three, we got a bit of a Goldilocks thing going on, except it's different because this time the middle one is not always the right answer. Let's talk about how they build on the original Tube Screamer design. They all have 808 mode, but they also all offer clean boost mode and a gnarly rip your face off mode. Building on that, the Dunes offers a bandwidth switch and a bright switch. The bandwidth cuts less low end, and the bright switch gives you more top end, obviously. Building on the Dunes, the Palisades offers you everything you could ask for and more, with 3 more voice options and another 3 bandwidth options in addition to a buffer switch. It also has a built-in clean boost so that you don't need to use the entire pedal itself as the clean boost, and you can have it all in one spot without using multiple pedals for your drive and your boost. The Palisades also includes a second drive inside of it, which you can set the gain of, but you can't set the voice or bandwidth settings. So depending on how you set it, it's kind of like having 2 Dunes or 2 Plumes all in one pedal in addition to a clean boost, but all built into one box running off one power supply with one cable. This is an incredible bang for your buck. Alright, so who's it for? I think the Plumes is for the guy who's getting his first boost. If you haven't had a boost, you should definitely check this thing out. I think if you only play through your own rig, you're a weekend warrior, you know what I'm saying? I think this would probably be a good choice for those kind of guys. Stepping up to the Dunes, I think the Dunes is for the guy that plays bigger shows sometimes, with backline cabs every once in a while, or if you have a home studio, you might want to look into this. But I have trouble with this, because $190, and really all you're getting that's different is a bright switch and a little bit extra low end with the bandwidth switch. The $99 for twice the price for this seems like that's steep, man. I don't know if I would go for it. I know who this is for. This is for the guy that plays like a lot of shows. If you're an independent touring musician who wants this, but is sometimes playing different rooms, if you play in a wedding band, or you're playing coffee shops or something like that, sometimes you need a little extra brightness, sometimes you need a little extra thump, you know? I think this would be good for those kind of people, or for the people that already have pedals. If you already have a bunch of pedals, you don't need something like this, this would be good. The big boy, Palisades. The Palisades is definitely where we get into pro territory. I think this is for studio guys. If you have a studio, if you have a home studio, or if you're even just an enthusiast. All right, so hear me out. If you're a guy that has a tube amp that doesn't quite go far enough, or if you're running a pedal board where you know your drive is going to be in a pedal on the floor, it makes sense to have everything in one box. Instead of having a distortion pedal, an overdrive, a boost, you cut everything down, you can get a smaller power supply, you can get less cables. I think this is a good move for the financially savvy beginner, or for the guy that just needs everything. So in conclusion, the Plumes is probably going to be great if you haven't had a boost before, if you just need a bare bones with a little bit extra. The Dunes is probably going to be best if you're playing a lot of rooms that sometimes aren't that great, or if you already have a bunch of pedals and you don't quite need all that this has to offer. Palisades is probably going to be best for professionals if you have a studio, if you're playing in a cover band and need every kind of distortion and tube screamer sound, or you're just looking for maximum efficiency on your pedal board, this will be a great choice for you. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful and informative. If not, let us know how we could do better in the comments. Hopefully it's just good things, but we'll see. Click the thumbs up button if you like this video, subscribe if you aren't already, and ring the bell to get notified about our next videos. Anyway, that's it for me. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace!